still the chief of the House of Representatives. Go back to Mr. Speaker, thank you for that intervention. And I also thank all Mr. Gudaje and Mr. Gudaje for letting us go through the speakership case so that we don't have that. Mr. Speaker, like I was saying, Mr. Speaker, I want to pray for your leave and the leave of the House that we find an appropriate time in the course of this budgetary session to offer another 1 minute silence in honor of this our fallen heroes. Mr. Speaker, while I'm done with that, I would want to use this opportunity to thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for sparing our lives.
Deputy Whip. Member standing. Whip, take your seat. Honorable Gudaje, you want to contribute to the debate? Okay, please.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My name is Honorable Mohammed Gudaje Kazaure, representing Kazaure, Ro Nugiwa, Mkwashi. I am from Jigawa State. Mr. Speaker, this issue is very important because the Attorney General of the Federation has no right to accuse us or attack us publicly or in the press. Since he said we don't know how to do our job, let we invite him to come this house to teach us the job. It's good because he is appointee and we are elected. We are representing people, and constitutionally it's our right to take over or block anything that we see problem in the State Assembly. So this is our right, not Attorney General right. So if you say we don't know how to do our job, let we invite him to come here to teach us. That is all. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yes.
Thank you. Deputy Whip, please. Deputy Whip.
They refuse to build a new one, either to repair the old ones. And now we want to repair because if you land now in Abuja, before even the flight stop, you see with the speaker. So majority of the aircraft, when you go with the speaker when you go to the aircraft engineers, you will hear that they are replacing the brake pad every 2 weeks because of the runway, the faulty of the runway. So we are fearing of the plane crash. God will protect, but we are fear of that. And to repair this airport is more important. From Kaduna, if there is hold up in Abuja airport to Abuja road, if there is hold up, you can even reach Kaduna before you reach Metama from airport. So there is no, and we have a trend. We can just provide the security on the road, and it's only 6 weeks. 6 weeks. All the stuff in the airport. Anybody to retrieve the president. President will remain the president, and he will be elected. When he finishes 8 years, you go, then anybody can come. But for now, nobody will. That treatment is the only thing that worrying me in the chamber. Because after all the resolution, they say without adopting that resolution by the executive, we will take any legislative power that we have against them. Issue of the people are collecting signatory to serve the notice of impeachment to the president. We know it's there in the house. But we know nobody can afford to show us that they will come and impeach the president in the chamber. Nobody will impeach that. Because there is no two-side. I'm sure there is no two-side in the House of Representatives, because our group, we are strong enough to stop anything called impeachment. But today, I agree with the legislatures for saying that we have to improve the security of this country and the killing must end. This is very accepted. Issue of people around the president that are not performing better, I accepted for the president to change them or to sack them. I agree with the legislator. Issue of intimidating people, like now, intimidating a whole Senate president, to call him, oh, he sponsored a robbery. A whole Senate president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria is embarrassed to this institution. And what is pained me is they treated the president. They treated the president. So really, they say if he never, it means impeachment. And nobody will impeach the president, I'm sure. As far as we are alive in this house, nobody will impeach the, because that day is a whole day. Thank you, my people.
Anything that will affect our people is our responsibility as representative of the people here. If we see anything that will affect people, to stop it. Mr. Speaker, seriously, I heard some people today complaining that somebody with a capital of 300,000, he is scared to keep that money in his home. He take to the bank. Maybe the profit you will get out of that 300,000 is 5,000 or 7,000 naira. The bank will remove 15,000 for the deposit. Mr. Speaker, if we look at the situation, Mr. Speaker, people are suffering in this country, and now we are going to the CBN now are trying to become a robbers. Definitely, Mr. Speaker, if CBN will post this, how can you, Mr. Speaker, just you take your money, your own money to the bank to keep? Bank will remove when you just to remove something because we keep the money. Mr. Speaker, people, this money is very.
Honorable Kazaure, it's called handling charges. Handling charges.
Mr. Speaker, there is handling. They are reducing the charges. Constantly, there is charges already. Yes. Whenever you put money in the bank, they will remove the charges, and monthly they will remove withdrawal percentage every month. Already there is that withdrawal percentage and others. But this, Mr. Speaker, just if you deposit money, you keep your money. So now they are telling us that our local people will fear to take their money to the bank.
Capital project of this 2020 budget. Because we can see in 2019 budget, the CBN budget is 420 billion naira. And when you divide by 420 billion by 360 days, the CBN are spending 1.3 billion naira daily, including Saturday and Sunday. My question is, what are they producing? Or what revenue they are generating to the economy of this country? Unfortunately, the CBN brings the 2020 budget to the House of Representatives amounted to 1.3 trillion, which is almost 70% of the whole capital project of the 2020 budget. So I am calling the attention of the President, since Mr. President is the President of the masses and he is always trying to assist the common people of this country and to put a good, strong foundation to the economic of this country. We are calling the attention of the budget office and the President.
And people surprising me now, they are talking that they exported yam to America and they embarrassed. How many people went outside and embarrassed Nigeria? The most embarrassment we have to observe is we leave our people in hunger. That is the most embarrassment we have to talk about. And if you said you are exporting food from the nation, somebody with the population of nearly 2 million people, people are living in hunger in our various constituencies, and we know some they get only 1 meal or 2 meals a day, and we are talking to export or to get dollar. If you get the dollar, what are you going to do with it? Are you not going to use it to do welfare to the citizens of the country? So when we come, we have to remember as a representative of the people, we have to talk what is the reality. Our people are living in hunger. About 3 weeks back, I sent my boy to go and buy yam for me. He brought me 30 pieces of yam, as each one 1,300 naira. How can a poor man can get opportunity to eat yam if you continue exporting it? If you said that is why the economic is good, but what you will observe is, did you eradicate hunger from your people before you start exporting food from your country? Now you put a ban on importing rice and others. So you have millions of people hanging around, and now you say you will not import food. Now you will export your own, and you stop importing. So you want our people to die. That is the reality. You want our people to die. So, Mr. Speaker, we have to remember that when you want to import it, except you have excess. When we went to the constituencies, we had no hunger complaint from our people. Then we can ask government to export the food outside. But our people are complaining here, Mr. Speaker, how can we export food while we put ban on some import? So, seriously, Mr. Speaker, since there is prohibition, there is act that so we stop exportation for now, as they stop import. So we stop importation for this type of food until our people satisfied. When you go to your constituency now, Mr. Speaker, 70% of the people that will come to your house, they will ask you for food. And this government is the government of the masses, because it's the bill for the masses. As the Speaker of the masses, Federal Republic of Nigeria, I see this bill completely. We are here to represent people, and people elected us to come here to do good to them. And this is the issue of welfare to the disabled, orphanage, elderly. So this is the bill of the year. This is the bill of the year, Mr. Speaker. This is the bill of the year. This is the bill of the year. I add this bill since the 8th Assembly. This bill is very important, because if you look at the bill, widows, dependent children, orphans. So what are we doing here? Mr. Speaker, what are we doing if we cannot support those type of people? Different elderly people, you will see them going like mad. They are not mad people. The majority of the people is poverty, and government cannot afford to take care of them. That is why you see them on the street like mad. They are not mad people. So if there is possibility to establish this thing, to take care of disabled and orphans and others, even we go in the hereafter, God will save us if we save this type of people. So, Mr. Speaker, seriously, I don't see anything that to argue in. If you said it's a local government responsibility, since when we are doing government in Nigeria, local government never do this. I'm sure the executive, if we pass this bill, executive will quickly sign and approve it.
because they are looking for the way that this government is looking the way that they will assist people. We say change, government of change. Government of change. For long, there is no this bill. And this disabled opponents and the others, they are hanging around, they are suffering. And this majority of our people, whoever gets money will take care of the children alone. That is how we are in this country. So if government can establish this thing to assist the disabled and the others, now I am trying to build a disabled center in my constituency. So if government can do this thing, it's simple for us, all members. Majority of the members of this house, Mr. Speaker, whenever we went to the constituencies, we are trying to do welfare to our constituents.
The entire people of the country. But yesterday I am driving from Kaduna, Mr. Speaker, I buy coke. The type of coke I see in this country is totally different, even the coke I buy in Niger last week. Unfortunately, when you go to even this bordering Katsina State, Maradi, when you go there, you buy Coca-Cola, Fanta, or Sprite, you will see different part of Nigeria. Maybe they use those borehole water and some chemical and given to people. That is what I observe. Because seriously, when you test the coke, sometimes you can see only water and gas with a few sugar. And when you test another one, you will have something like borehole water inside. So, Mr. Speaker, seriously, it's a responsibility of these agencies like NAFDAC and Standard Organization to make sure anything, even not Coca-Cola, even the 7-Up and the others, you have to do a serious committee, because I don't know why people they consider Nigerian people as villagers. Because just they put water and the chemical and just to sell to the people. And this is surprise. We travel, majority of the members here, they travel abroad, even the neighboring countries. When you test even the cans they use and the bottle, sometimes when you open the bottle of the Coca-Cola, what you will see, you will surprise, it's like that one is like 100 years ago bottle. So, Mr. Speaker, seriously, this issue is affecting our people.
And my fellow colleagues, I want you to know that in each and every progress there must be a sacrifice. Because I worked for 17 years in Kano Airport. And we have two runways in the airport. We have Air Force runway, then we have the normal runway. So if there is need of preparing the runway, so if Abuja Airport, they get Air Force runway, let them put light on it to use it. But to repair the runway is very important, because I can see the runway, all the runways are bad. They are made in before. All the runway are made in before. So whenever the flight arrives, you will see shaking, you will see blinking, you will see blinking. That is what happened with the speaker. So since seriously with the speaker, so since there is this government need to repair the runways, so it's good for us to just sacrifice the 6 or 7 weeks to go to Kaduna. There is a comfortable train from Kaduna to Abuja, Mr. Speaker. Comfortable train. Almost 2.
Honorable Gudaje, are you speaking for or against the motion? Okay, take your seat first. Just wait, we will come back to you. We will come back to you. You are speaking against the motion.
Mr. Speaker, this is very, very, very important matters in this country, because if we can allow someone to ban the importation of new and used cars through land borders totally is out of democracy. Totally is out of democracy, because it's the government of people, by the people, and for the people. Now, how many thousands of people that cannot afford to go America, Japan, and Belgium, and other countries to buy a new cars, to import it through the port? Majority of our people, they go Cotonou. They go Cotonou and buy these cars, and they pay duty in Semeboda and Katsina and others. So if you say you stop them, how many thousands of people will lose their job? So, Mr. Speaker, even as he said his act, we can amend the act to favor our people. We will not, if we allow this thing to continue, we have nothing to go back and tell our people that elected us. We have to remember, I'm always telling us members, this year is 4 years, now 2 years remaining. We will go back and meet those people. If we never do good to them, we will see bad to us. So, Mr. Speaker, as far as my concern in this issue, we can even meet the president, and I'm sure the president will accept, because he will not allow these people to be treated badly. I'm sure this issue, Mr. Speaker, we have to interfere in it. His point of order, what he said, any point of order or any act that will affect our people, we can amend it. We will not allow this thing to happen, Mr. Speaker.
Then we can lift, we can import our people to go and see how this Thailand farm this huge amount of the rice. Then how our people are going to train there? Then they will come and train our local farmers to expand their production. So that is, this thing is very important. Then it's like I give you an example in terms of doctors too. It's very important in terms of industrialization, because we are in the development world. That is why I say let them lift it now, because still now our economic is doing like this. It's doing like this. It's blinking, shaking, blinking, shaking. So even not because of this strong man, General Buhari, is about to sink at all. Now he is trying to save it. It's on top of the water, never sink now. But before it's nearly start sinking. Now we are saving it small. The president traveling is important because the country is in hard condition. The president traveling is very important in this time around, because he went to Saudi Arabia to see how Saudi can assist us so that the price of petrol can go high in the market, because we are the largest producers there. So Saudi now he needs the government of Saudi to assist us so that our economy will grow. So it's very important. His trip is very important.
First of all, I'm a native man. That is why today I salute the leader of the House for bringing a very important bill. Because I can see last time he brought a bill that has a very strong side effect. But today, leader do a good job. Mr. Speaker.
What's the definition of a local man? You said you are a local man. What does it entail to be a local man?
Native, Mr. Speaker.
Native man.
Yeah, Mr. Speaker, because I was brought up by an old woman with about, he died at the age of 120 years. That is my grandmother, and throughout her lifetime, he never even used a single Panadol. But all the disease that is worrying her, she have a native medicine, which he normally use, and they quickly cure all what is worrying her. The problem with our people today, we abandon all these roots and plants, which all these people that used to go to UK, Germany, Indian, and others, those people, they research from the plant and some roots That is where they get all this medicine. And that is where all this medicine came from. But our people right from the beginning, before even Oibos come this country, our grandfathers, they survive and they have a very good local medicines. An example, Mr. Speaker, right from the beginning, there was a place here in Kano or in Jigawa too, I can witness 2-3 places where if somebody had an accident, they rather take him to that native doctor and to run the place by the government. Because if I told you since I was a speaker, since I'm a young, I had that billions are investing there. Billions in Ajaokuta. So, Mr. Speaker, it is a shameful for this issue to say after spending public money in that place, investing some of the money diverted to some people's pocket, and some still the place is there. You went there, Mr. Speaker, 3 weeks ago. You see with your eye. You see the investment. You see how the important that place are to the development of this country. I can remember I read one article that Ajaokuta was commissioning same day with Indians Steel Company. So now look at, Mr. Speaker, look at how Indian developed in terms of steel, automobiles, and the others. They are even exporting from that steel company. They are creating chocolates of cars now, even aeroplanes. So, Mr. Speaker, if you say you spend money for a long time in that place and release that place to one company or individual person, it's completely lost to our people and the government in general. So, Mr. Speaker, my advice to this House and the federal government and the President himself, that we're supposed to complete that project, let the place remain with the government, run by the government, because the money you spend, if you say you give to company, as I said, it's a loss. And Mr. Speaker, we have to mandate a committee to investigate that dollars that enters that place, right from the beginning of that place. We're supposed to build more than tens of large Ajaokuta with that money. Where has that money go? Since I was young, I had billions of plots there. Yet, Mr. Speaker, that place is still uncompleted. Where is the money? We have to investigate. If some snake swallow the money, we have to know. Because I can see now in Nigeria, snakes are swallowing huge of money, but which I surprised. So, Mr. Speaker, I am in support of this motion that we should not allow anybody to take this company to take this Ajaokuta to the company. Let this place and look at the prayer one. I see if it is possible. It's possible. This is possible for us to make a bill for an act to provide for the completion of Ajaokuta Steel Company and prohibit the concession. This bill is very important, Mr. Speaker. We have to produce this bill. Thank you very much. And I promise you, Mr. Speaker, I will pass this bill on behalf of the House. And they will accept. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Thank you. My name is Honorable Mohammed Gudaje Kazaure, member representing Kazaure, Roni, Biwa, Mkwashi. Mr. Speaker, I am from Jigawa State. Mr. Speaker, I want to thank the mover of this motion, bill, because this is a bill for the masses. As Honorable Aisha said, it's one of the best bill of the 8th Assembly. It's true, because this bill will encourage our rural women, because as she said, because of the little amount charged by the hospitals and some clinics, made our rural women to stay at homes and face difficulties when they come for delivery. So, Mr. Speaker and my fellow colleagues, this bill is very important, and we are here for the benefit of Nigerians, more especially women. When you travel to some rural areas, you will find women are facing difficulties in terms of these deliverances, more especially the small. Somebody met me about 2-3 weeks ago in my constituency about these issues.
I can't remember recognizing Honorable Kazaure to speak. I don't know whether he recognized himself. I thought the last person I recognized was Honorable Johnson. So after you have finished your submission, he just recognized himself and took off. You are sure? Okay, continue.
Thank you for your recognizing this, because for the second time, Mr. Speaker, thank you. Mr. Speaker, why I want to contribute in this bill, because I see it's a bill which come in line with the effort of this present administration of change, that they want to assist people from rural areas, urban areas, and others. More especially, as I given an example that last two weeks, some people came from my constituency. They are complaining about the amount charged by the hospitals for this antenatal and others. So, Mr. Speaker, if you can treat women right from 1 month or some days pregnant up to the time of delivery free, this is a very important and a great achievement. As we are representing people, this is the type of things that we're supposed to do, because if anything that concerning welfare or good governance to the citizen, this type of bill is very important. So I'm calling the members to support this bill for the second time, even when he came for the third time, because it's so I cannot approve the bill on behalf of the House because it's a second reading. But if it is third reading, I will approve it on behalf of the House, Mr. Speaker, because this is very important. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Thank you very much.